Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? I'm quite sure. I hope you can. All right, there we go. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go over this again. All right, welcome everybody to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen and heard live here on Podbean as well as um, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, um, God, everywhere. You know, I'm thrown off. You just have to get used to little mess ups on live radio. But hey, thanks be unto God. We got another chance. So I am sharing again. I started off with seemed like a pretty good crowd here starting off. Hopefully everybody will come back. You would help me out if you would share real quick. But let's see if we can get everybody back that was here prior to it. I appreciate y'all coming back. We got a little stuff to talk about, and it's just my opinion, as I said before. You know, it's just an opinion. Everyone has opinions. Everyone has opinions. Um, Unless you are, in the meeting rooms with the Cowboys, or if you're face to face with somebody, everybody has their opinion. So I'm just gonna put my opinion out there and let the chips fall where they may. That's all I'm gonna do. You just have to, you know, see what sticks. Some of this stuff that we be saying be true though. Sometimes opinions can turn into facts. I hope y'all just heard me on that one. Sometime opinion does turn into facts. And some of the stuff that you've heard here on my little show, it's turned into facts. And so I'm going to put something out there again. And then we'll see, you know, if later on down the road, hey, what's up, Herman? I see you. Let's see if my opinion turns into facts, or it just turns into a bunch of fiction. There are guys who are getting paid millions of dollars strictly for their opinion. It's amazing. And depending on the platform you have would determine, a lot of people's viewpoint and say that actually your opinion is facts. Two names come to mind automatically: Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, who have turned their opinions into millions of dollars. It's just amazing. Uh, so we're gonna put mine out. Now I ain't trying to be, I ain't. Well, let me take that back, because I almost said something right there. You got to watch what you say. I almost said I ain't trying to be no millionaire. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'll take it. Somebody value my opinion that much, they want to pay me a few $1,000,000, and how many opinions do you need? How many opinions do you need? All right, I'm done sharing. Hey, listen, hey, happy Father's Day to every father that is on here. And for those that may be watching this a little bit later on, happy Father's Day, pre-Father's Day to you guys. Certainly you guys are valuable. You guys are great. If you're raising your children, if you're there, you are a good dad. No doubt about it. Do the best you can. So we making preparation now for our socks and t-shirts, and we don't have it like Mother's Day. We just take your little popcorn, buttered, Orville Redenbacher popcorn, you know, go on, get that ready. Folks might leave you alone. You might be able to watch a little TV, by yourself. You might get a steak tomorrow. All right, you might just get a steak, but yeah. Happy Father's Day. Oh, ain't no doubt. We're gonna have a good time. So let's talk real quick because I don't want to hold you long, hold you Saturday long. As you know, this is the time when the Big Time Show podcast comes on every Saturday at 3 o'clock. So we are here again. Let's talk real quick. Let's see if you guys can get with my opinion. Let's just see. All right. So Jerry Jones, who is extra hype about um, a possibility of the World Cup, Dallas being a a site for the World Cup. He's extremely excited about that. Obviously, because that means that he gets to have the event in his stadium, which that was why the stadium was built to hold all these world class events. Certainly, if you've been to the stadium, you know that building can hold anything with a lot of people. And Jerry has the right to be excited. That'll bring, of course, revenue to Dallas. Most importantly, it'll bring revenue to him. That ain't what we want to talk about, though. In the process of that, he was asked questions about the Cowboys and what he think about the progress of the team in minicamp and everything that he thought was, going on and all that kind of stuff. And he gave, of course, his opinion and everything else, and some of the status quo stuff, some of the stuff we're used to hearing, all of that kind of stuff. I was used to that, but then he said something that just really just irritated me, as usual. It really irritated me because what I heard was more of the same. And it just don't look like things just are going, they're going to change. It just don't look like it at all to me. Which means if things do not change, then why am I expecting anything different? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't like that, and I get it, but I thought the definition of insanity was that you're doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. That's what I thought. I thought that's what I heard insanity was. And I heard some insanity type things. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. In his press conference, they asked him about the buildup of the team and so far. Now, of course, we got 90 men on the roster. Obviously, it won't be that way when the season starts. The roster be trimmed down to game day, week one. However, here is what he said, and it make me cringe. Here's what he said. He said that he liked the makeup of the team. And he said that he really, really, really is impressed by the undrafted free agents. And then he upped the ante and he said that these guys are going to contribute mightily to this year's team's success. When I heard that, I almost threw up. Ain't no sense me lying about it. I did. I almost threw up because he said that they're going to help the team. They're going to grow. They're going to get better. So the thing that I heard that was the same is this system that we have in place in Dallas, or at least in our front office, is that we're just going to get the most out of these rookies, these first maybe 2-year players, and just grow in hopes that they turn into something. Well, some of you may be saying, okay, well, what's the problem? The problem is, to me, is that's not going to work. That may have worked. That will not win you a world championship. No, not today's NFL. I'm sorry. This growth and this draft and develop system that has been infused into the Dallas Cowboys DNA these last few years will not win you the Super Bowl. And you're hoping. I don't want to deal in hopes. I want to deal in stuff that I know is going to work, such as the reason why I had a problem with Jerry Jones said. Y'all hear me out. See if y'all agree. I had a problem with that because I don't have time for experiments. Because if this was maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars, then I would say okay. Okay, I would say okay because we pretty much in a rebuild mode. Let's go ahead and draft and develop. I see you, Herman. I see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. If it was draft and develop with a very, very extremely young team, I could kind of lean slightly toward that. But we're not in a rebuild mode. We try, we only have X amount of time left before some of these quote unquote great players we have start going on the downhill slide. I get that we need to get younger and I get that. I'm not saying we don't supposed to do it, but Lord, when you're 12-4, 12-5 on the year, what that tells me is that you just need a few pieces to get you to 13-14 wins. Y'all help me here. 13-14. Maybe it get you past the first round of the playoffs. You just need a few places. Certainly not going to get rookies that you hoping that will turn out into something. That's not the way to go. Especially once you see what some of these other teams are doing. There's just no way that you can give credit to that because it just don't seem like that's just the way to build a football team these days. You need some veteran leadership. While we wait, what look now, y'all didn't catch what I said at first, what he said. He said he's banking on undrafted free agents. Undrafted. What? Ladies and gentlemen, forgive me, but it is a reason why they are undrafted. I, and that's what's up, Key in the build. I see you. You know that this is the case because here's the magic question, y'all. Who have the Dallas Cowboys signed? Who? I mean, okay. If you want to go to last year, that's fine. We 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 got lucky last year. Nobody knew that Curse was gonna be like he is. Nobody. Nobody knew that Curse was gonna be like that. Nobody expected Hooker to stay healthy. All right. I'm just going down the line. KZ was okay. Keanu O'Neal turned out to be less than average, I guess, if you want to call it that. He got hurt. Brent is not, Brent didn't turn out to nothing. I mean, Basham played pretty good. I mean, I'm just going down. You had some names, but you didn't have the impact. Now, Curse was impact. Curse turned into something that nobody expected, and he got paid for it. Curse, I give credit for that one. But that's not the way that you build a football. I mean, not when the Rams are doing what they're doing. I mean, come on now. They're putting not only impact players, but impact players in their paying that still got some gas left in the tank. A lot of gas. And you can't argue with it because guess what? They won the Super Bowl last year by putting in veteran leadership. The Cowboys haven't signed anybody this offseason. Nobody. Nobody. And here's the funny part. They got the money. Oh, the money is there. The money is there. But you're going to insult my intelligence and trying to give me some hope by saying that you're depending on undrafted free agents. What's up, Joe? What? And I know it's the case because I'm looking. Look. We let Bobby Wagner go. Good Lord. Uh, I mean, a mess up happened. Messed up Randy Gregory. If it weren't for the Steven Jones messing it up, we probably would have had Randy Gregory again. So I guess you could have counted that as a free agent. Other than that, I mean, but that's a trend in Dallas. We don't. That's why y'all keep calling out every name that become a free agent. Soon as a name come up, oh, he want to come to Dallas and all that. Dallas never signed him. Never. We never get those players. So they're showing you, which is why I call this show more the same thing. They keep again and again showing us that they believe in this system. Thank you, Michael Evans. Exactly. Von Miller. We just let that go. Vaughn could have helped us. Bobby Wagner, Lord have mercy, could have helped us. No doubt about that. We just let people go. That's what we keep doing. And they keep and it's the truth because I say it again. Who have we signed? We ain't signed nobody. So they're telling me that they really are depending on Tyler Smith. They're really depending on Ridgeway and all these guys who they just drafted last year in hopes that these guys can turn into, and I guess that's the dream of every team. I don't want to make it seem like Dallas is the exclusive team thinking like this, but we really are not trying to spend no money. That's the bottom line. We're just trying to, in hopes that somebody like a Leighton Vander Esch, for instance, who in his first year was all pro, not Pro Bowler, all pro. That's what you're hoping for. You're, of course, a Parsons who turns into an all-world player where you can get the most out of him for the little contract that you got before you got to really pay him big money. That's what it seems like. That's what they're hoping for. And I believe that some of that success has actually messed up the mindset of the Cowboys because they really believe that's what's going to happen every year. Now, some years, you need to go ahead and push the pile up, especially when you have won 12 games last year. You strengthen the strength of your team. If your offense was the best, strengthen the offense. If your defense was the best unit on your team, strengthen the defense. The Cowboys missed out on a golden opportunity to do all that. Bobby Wagner would have made this team an immediate top 5 defense. No question about it. That's in my view. No doubt. You get Bobby Wagner, you just can let Michael Parsons just run like a chessboard, just line up everywhere. Because you got Bobby Wagner there now. That's what Michael Parsons moving everywhere makes your defense a whole lot better. See what I'm saying? I don't get it. Von Miller, oh my God, even at his age, Von Miller with DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons on the same team, and let's throw in the middle OC. What? Huh? Can you see that? Oh, this defense would have been. I mean, I'm not saying we're not going to be that way now, but now they're saying, listen, ladies and gentlemen, forget Randy Gregory. Okay? I see you, E. Kush. See, I'm in agreement with my brother here. He said we didn't need to cut Coop or Gregory loose. All we needed was to draft a few players. It would have been golden. See, this was the mindset though, E. Kush. Check it out. This is what they said. Well, Jerry said, I'm glad that we got 2 for 1. He said, uh, we got Dorrance Armstrong, and then we got Sam Williams. And between those 2 players, that's better than just having one Randy Gregory. See, that kind of stuff there. See, I want the for sure stuff rather than the in hope. See, I know what Dorrance Armstrong brings. Okay. I already seen him play. Dorrance Armstrong's a good player. But ladies and gentlemen, we don't know nothing about Sam Williams. I don't care what he did at Ole Miss. I don't care what little videos y'all been seeing. I don't care about all the stuff that y'all been hearing about in training camp without no pads on. Sam Williams in shorts and in a helmet. He probably had 4 sacks today. That's what y'all heard last week. Who cares about what he done in shorts? I don't know what he gonna do in the game. I don't know. Well, you don't know either. We haven't seen or him. He ain't played one down yet. I don't know what Sam Williams can do. I'm not giving him no credit for stuff he ain't done yet. I ain't worried about the potential. I don't know his potential. I don't know what he can do. I know what he did at Ole Miss. This is not the SEC no more, though. This is the NFL. You see what I'm saying? I know what Randy Gregory gonna do. See what I'm saying? I know what he gonna do. So that mentality, and plus Sam Williams, okay, is a guy who gonna be on a rookie contract. And what you're hoping for is that Sam Williams turns into Randy Gregory. That's what you're hoping for. And then that make you look like $1 million. I don't know it yet. It very well could happen. I don't know. He could. He may. I don't know. But I don't want to hear about that kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? This is what Jerry Jones and particularly Stephen Jones are doing. And while they're doing this little draft and develop system, the world champion Los Angeles Rams have gotten even better. Re-signed Aaron Donald, signed Bobby Wagner, re-signed Cooper Kupp. Huh? Which leads to another whole discussion, but I don't have time for this show like that. And that's saying, okay, where the Ram getting all this money from? Like, I thought everybody was on the salary cap. What are they doing that we're not doing? Because they signing everybody. They got Von Miller last year. Remember that? Signed Von Miller last year to I mean, come on now. What are they doing that we're not what? We're not even attempting to go. And the players that they talk to, they insult them by giving them a raggedy little low ball, contract. Come on now. I don't even know if there were rumors saying they didn't even offer Bobby Wagner something. They were just talking. It's just ridiculous. I see you, Mike. Yeah, they re-signed, got Stafford extended. What are they doing that we're not doing? What do they see about the salary cap that we don't see? Huh? That's another whole discussion within itself. The mentality is killing me. It is. It's killing. The Rams are not the only team that's doing all this. Look what Philly did. Yeah, right in our division. Look what they did. Come on, man. Look what they did. Huh? I don't understand it. And the Cowboys see everybody getting better. And we want to stay just like this. And the mentality is, okay, like they're saying, well, because you hear what Stephen Jones asked about the Rams, and the way that they do things. Stephen Jones said, "Well, yeah, hey, they went after they won it, but we believe that and this is the way to do it, and we rather have a long standing run rather than a 1 or 2 year run. I can't tell it's 1 or 2 years. I can't tell. Man, you ain't got time, man. Zach Martin is getting older. Tyron Smith is on his last leg. This great offensive line that you want to have, you're gonna lose them. They're getting older. Zeke Elliott is getting older. Maybe not in age, but them tires is losing a little tread. He ain't running like he was at Ohio State. It's cause the pain done hit him. The hits done slowed him down. You don't have that. You don't have time. That's why the Rams went after. The Rams said, "Look, we got Aaron Donald, we got Jalen Ramsey. Look, we got this nice defensive unit. We're going to try to win right now, right now. Not we ain't worried about no draft picks. We ain't worried about that. We have to win right now. And if you're able to put a banner in that stadium, if you're at the end of one of these seasons, you're able to hold that trophy in your hand and raise it up to the sky. Guess what? It was worth it. It was worth it. You got an owner, Jerry Jones, who over 80 years old. You sitting there telling me he got time? Really? 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 I don't understand the mentality, y'all. It irritated me to hear Jerry Jones say that and then say undrafted free agents. They're going to contribute. Half of the undrafted free agents he talking about going to be cut by week 1. You'll be lucky if only 1 or 2 of them are on this team. Please don't insult my intelligence. Matter of fact, you've been better off just saying your draft picks because some of your draft picks are going to be on the practice squad this year. And you sitting there telling me about some undrafted free agents being an impact on this team. Give me a break, man. I can't take that. I can't take it. I'm not the Cowboy fan. See, I didn't see you called me about 4, 5, 6 years ago. I would have jumped on the bandwagon with Jerry Jones. See, I'm tired now. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't be hoodwinked no more. So I let all you my brothers and sister Cowboy fans who are optimistic. I just let y'all just go ahead and be optimistic as possible. I let you just have your way. And then, I let y'all have y'all way during the whole week. Then y'all got to come see me on Saturdays just so I can bring y'all back down to reality. Because see, there's some reality got to go on here. And the way that they're trying to sell this is not the way to win the world championship right now in the present day NFL. You're not going to win. You're not. Not the end goal. Sure, you might win. You might be lucky, and that's depending on your division. You might be able to win the division. You might win that. You might get in the playoffs. You can win a Super Bowl just by getting in. You ain't necessarily got to be division champions. You don't necessarily have to have one home game and all that. There have been a few teams that done went out on the road and won from the wild card round all the way up to the Super Bowl. We've seen it before. You might can do that, but you get down to the final 3 or 4 teams in each conference, you're gonna get exposed then. Huh? You're gonna get exposed. You are. And I got a problem with it. Because I don't have I'm looking forward to seeing I'm looking forward to seeing How good is Michael Parsons going to be in his second year? Now I'm looking more at the individuals rather than a team game. Cause see, I'm hearing more of the same thing. That's all I'm hearing. And it's not going to work for me. Now, it might work for you. Okay. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm just telling you what ain't going to work for me. That's all I'm saying. So Jerry is doing it again. His actions are louder than words through his son, Steven. You ain't seen or signed nobody. I mean, you still got, look, forget the big name. Anthony Barr is still sitting out there. A linebacker, which is our weak point on defense. Anthony Barr is just sitting there. Now, if you know anything about football and Anthony Barr, you already know he would make this defense better just by showing up. You know LVE is fragile in health. You know that Cox is just coming off of ACL. And you got Michael Parsons. I ain't counting Guilford and Francis Bernard. I ain't counting them. You know Anthony Barr would make this team better. Why is he still out there on the sideline? Why? I don't understand it. I really don't. It would make our defense even better if you get a guy like that. And we just let guys we believe in Cox. We believe in him. Cox ain't played no linebacker. He missed almost his whole rookie year. He never started. He got in on some plays. He's fast. We know that. But he's not a starter. He ain't even started linebacker in the NFL yet. He's not. So we're going to have a second-year player in Parsons, a rookie linebacker in Cox, and you got a fragile. If you blow on the LVE, he gonna have a torn neck muscle or something. I mean, if you just push him, I mean, good Lord, the man is almost in paralysis almost. Come on now, this is the linebacker crew that we gonna have. Guys who stay hurt other than Parsons. Come on now, where's the depth? And please don't say nothing about Gifford and Bernard. They've been there for a while. They ain't got on the field hardly yet. That means there's a reason why they haven't been on the field. They're tremendous special team players. There's a reason why they ain't been on the field. Go get me some help. Lord Jesus. All right. That's my take on Jerry Jones. I didn't like it. I still don't like it. And I'm hearing more of the same thing. So what do I supposed to do, y'all? What what am I really supposed to think? Huh? What am I supposed to really think about this? Okay. And it's just strange because I'm hearing more of the same thing. And then I heard something else. And this was, I almost want to preface this by saying, y'all hear me. Let's do this, y'all. Let's. I need everybody to act like they're a blank sheet of white paper. All right, everybody act like you're a blank sheet of white paper. All right, no stains on it, no ideas, no nothing. Let me start it off by this because I saw something, and it's more the same. But I really had to just sit back a minute. Here's what I saw. Did y'all see this? Pro Football Focus has named Kellen Moore as the second highest rated offensive coordinator in the NFL. You heard it here first. Well, you didn't hear it here first. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit in. Pro Football Focus, which most people almost regard as the Bible for the NFL. It's just the truth. They have rated Kellen Moore the second highest rated offensive coordinator in the NFL. 32 teams, they rank him as number 2. Only person they have ahead of him is Andy Reid of the Kansas City Chiefs. And wait a minute. And see, Pro Football Focus, see, that's why I started kind of laughing like, okay, is it Andy Reid or is it Eric Bieniemy? You know, Eric gets no credit. If is either whichever one it is. You know, if it's Andy, I don't know if I it's because both of them are talking in the headsets. If you ever seen the Kansas City game, Andy Reid got his chart, he's talking, and then Bieniemy is talking at the same time. I don't know what's going on. That's not my business. I'm not a Kansas City fan. All I know is that Eric Bieniemy is known as the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, but many say, of course, that Andy Reid. Regardless of that, that's the only person that they said that is ahead of Kellen Moore. Sean McVay, for instance, was rated 5th. That's 3 behind Kellen Moore. Shanahan from the 49ers, the great running game coordinator, was behind Kellen Moore. I'm just saying. Buffalo's offensive coordinator behind Kellen Moore. And I had to really just sit back. I did. I did. And I need y'all to be a blank sheet of paper because let's figure this thing out together. Okay. I know Kellen Moore done made well, y'all know he made me mad on forever. You know, if you've been following my show, you already know how I feel about Kellen Moore. I mean, it is what it is. Some of you, what's up, Chad? Some of you feel the same way as I do. But in fairness to Kellen Moore, let's be fair. All right. Let's be fair. Let's be fair to Kellen Moore. Here it is, y'all. Let's deal with the truth. Kellen Moore's offense, since he has been the offensive coordinator, has been ranked in the top 3 every year. Last year, they were the number 1 offense in the NFL. Now look, those are not opinions. Those are facts. See, I had to sit back. I had to sit back, y'all. I had to sit back. I really did. I had to sit back because evidently I'm not seeing what a lot of other folks aren't seeing. Because see, here's my description of Kellen Moore. If you've been with me for last 2 years or however long it's been when I started this podcast, you know you've heard me say this many times. You've heard me say that from the 20-yard line, from the Cowboys 20 to the opposing team's 20, Kellen Moore can move the football with anybody. He is great. That's where a lot of his yards and stuff is coming from. That's where a lot of his stuff is coming from. I said it before. I said that from the 20 to the other 20, Kellen Moore is dynamic. I gave him his credit. I did. Y'all heard me say that. I give it to him. I gave it to him. From the 20 to the 20, Kellen Moore, there's not too many better. I'm serious, y'all. Now I need y'all to be honest now. I need y'all to come on in here with me. Don't do it now. Just hang with me. He is dynamic. The ball moving the football is not a problem. It's not. It's not. It's not. But what I've also said was, and uh if you've been with me, then you've heard me say this. In the red zone, no. I've said this, that he is the worst play caller in the NFL. So, which is the money. That's where the money is made, right there, inside the red zone. That's where the real money is made. You know, that's where you that's where you beat teams in the red zone. I said the play calling is horrible. Huh? He could say he's benefited off Amari Cooper's success. Yeah. I've said it because if you've been watching Cowboy games, you know just like I know, there have been times in the game, and you'll be inside the 20-yard line, you'll be inside the 10-yard line, shoot, you'll be inside the 5-yard line, and some of the play calls, you be like, what? Why are we running bubble screen? Why are we running a jet sweep? Why are we trying to get cute? Why don't you just run the football? You're at the 2-yard line. It's first and goal. Why are we in the shotgun? Why are we backing up? Why don't you let the line lay on these guys? Why are we throwing? I mean, what is this? If you're gonna spread folks out, why don't you run the quarterback draw? If you spread folks out, why don't you just hand the ball to Zeke on a dive play? Why does it have to be a bubble screen? Why does it have to be a quick slant or quick hitch? It's first and goal on the 2-yard line. It's first and goal, not fourth and goal. It's first and goal on the 2-yard line. Why don't you get the ball to Ezekiel Elliott? Why? This is what we've been asking for the last couple years. So when we hear something like Kellen Moore is rated as the second best offensive coordinator in the league, it make you say, like, what game did I miss the game? Or, was my TV messed up? Or, did the power go out? Or, huh? And because we keep getting these ratings like that, and everybody considers him a boy genius, and because his offenses have been ranked in the top 3 for the last couple of years, last year number 1, then it makes people like me look like a fool, because the NFL and most football aficionados say, you don't know what you're talking about, big time. He's one of the best. And I'm saying, like, how are you the best when you won't even run the football? You perfected the passing game. Yeah, Joe, exactly. This is Kellen Moore in a nutshell right here, y'all. What Joe said. I couldn't put it better. This is Kellen Moore. Read that. Kellen Moore will run on 3rd and 10 and pass on 3rd and 1. That right there describes Kellen Moore's reign as the offensive coordinator. When he's supposed to pass, he won't pass. When he's supposed to run, y'all know he won't run. 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches. Why are you running a bootleg, a fake, and then run a bootleg? All right. I had a problem with that. And so what I had to do, y'all, what I had to do, because I'm trying to be fair to Kellen Moore, because the stats, as we say, don't lie. His stat says he is one of the best offensive coordinators in this league right now. That's what the stats say. The stats say he's one of the best. And I just don't, I, I don't, it just don't feel like it. When I say best offensive coordinators, I don't know what planet. Some guys ought to say that Kellen Moore is better than Sean McVay. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. You got a quarterback in Stafford who can push the ball downfield, and McVay calls those plays. You got a quarterback in Dallas who can push the ball down the field, but he want to call those short, rinky-dink dump passes with that. But you got Cooper, you had Lamb, you had Gallup, you had Schultz, you had Cedric Wilson, and you just started throwing 5-yard slants. You ain't pushing the ball down the field. Matthew Stafford is throwing haymakers. Cooper Kupp don't run just slants. Cooper Kupp run 20 yards down the field, ball right on him. I'm just saying. And McVay runs the ball. Cam Akers, Darrell Henderson, they get the football. I don't see how he's above McVay, but hey, I don't know what the standards were. I don't know what the qualifications were. I just got, all I got is my 2 eyes, what we call the eye test, and there's nowhere in the world you can convince me that Sean McVay is not a better play caller than Kellen Moore. You just can't tell me that. You can't. Their line is not nowhere near as good as ours was. You had some players, but you didn't have our kind of line. I just don't get it. So I had to. And this is how we'll close the show, y'all. I had to start looking, because my problem that I've always said was the red zone. Oh, that was my issue. That was my issue. All right. That was my issue. For real. I don't have no problem more from the 20 to the 20. I give him his just due and his credit. He can move the football. So what I had to do, y'all, I had to go to what I said was my uh, strength. And I need you guys to help me. This is what I need you to do. Okay. I need somebody to do it. I don't care who it is, because I'm gonna be working right here. And I need you guys, because you guys are gonna help me out. All right. I need somebody to go to the last year's schedule. All right. Last year's schedule. And we're gonna work with it from there. Okay. Go to last year's schedule, not this year's schedule. I need you to go to last year's schedule. And y'all gonna help me out on this. And we're gonna look at it together, and then we're gonna see it. Now, first thing first, do I have everybody's agreement that Kellen Moore is pretty good from the 20 to the 20? If I can get that part right, then I can move on. Pretty much, I think most of you will agree with me that from the Cowboys 20 to the opposing team's 20, in between that, Kellen Moore is pretty good. Come on, help me real quick. Okay, Joe say I agree. Okay, there we go. See, let's give an honest assessment on Kellen Moore. I need somebody who, if you're looking at me and if you right by your iPad, okay, yes, he's the best between the 2020. Everybody agreed. Okay, all right. Everybody pretty much agree. All right. Now, this is what I need somebody, one of y'all gonna do. And one of you are gonna help me because I got something, because I said, if you agree that he's good from the 2020, then you are probably gonna agree with me that the red zone is questionable. And I'm just gonna, you ain't gotta answer that. We just figured that's what it is. All right. So what I did was, because I think he's lacking in there, and I think that if he can get this part right, he very well may be the best offensive coordinator in the game. But I mean, some things are just obvious. First and goal from the 2. Go on, try to run the football, man. You got 3 chances to get 2 yards. Lord have mercy. We ain't got to get cute. Pound the football. You got these linemen here who you say is one of the best offensive lines in the game. Use them. You're not using them by making them go in pass coverage, backing up. It just don't make any sense at all. It don't. Run the football. And I'm wondering, like, cause this is what I was seeing. I was seeing bubble screens and reverses and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we scored, but it was by Dak passing with no attempts to run the football. We played 17 weeks? Am I right about that? 17 weeks, 18 weeks, whichever one. And so I had to go and look, and I said, okay, let me go and get this out the way for good. Let's be realistic. So what I did, y'all, was that I looked up, and I need whoever it is gonna help me. I need you to have the schedule ready, all right? Because we're gonna do this together. But this is gonna prove my point. I had to look up the red zone stats from last year. I did. I did. Running the football, because that's almost it's obsolete in Dallas. Y'all look at this, please. Y'all look at this. Y'all see it on your screen. I need for somebody who's gonna help me real quick. I need you to have the schedule ready, because then we're gonna look at this together. This is the whole year, y'all. Do y'all see this? 18 weeks. And inside the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, inside the 20-yard line, Ezekiel Elliott only got the ball running the ball 37 times. Tony Pollard, in 18 weeks, only got the ball inside the 20-yard line, running the ball 16 times. We're not even gonna count Corey Clement. So let's do the math of the average here. Okay. Let's do the math. Then this is what I'm saying, y'all. See again, the stats won't lie. See, okay. So we got 37 divided by, I think it was 18 weeks. That means inside the 20-yard line. Check this out, y'all. Ezekiel Elliott averaged getting the ball rushing inside the 20-yard line last year. He got the ball 2 times a game inside the 20-yard line. I'm doing the average. How did I get that? 37 attempts divided by 18. If I'm not mistaken, we had 18 weeks last year. That averages out to be 2 carries a game inside the 20-yard line. I just need everybody to say that's ridiculous. That's all you got to say. Yeah, that's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. It's ridiculous. Okay. Tony Pollard. Let's do that because it's easy. He got the ball 16 times, as you can see. Divided by 18. That's less than 1 carry a game. 0.8. inside the 20-yard line for the whole year. For the whole year. You get inside the 20-yard line, Ezekiel Elliott is averaging 2 carries a game inside the 20-yard line. Tony Pollard, less than 1 time a game. So you're sitting here telling me that for the entire year, when your offense gets inside the 20-yard line, you only averaging your running back combined 2 carries a game. I know you see the receiving. Inside the red zone, Ezekiel had 12 receptions, Pollard had 6, little swing passes, stuff like that. When you go back to the rushing, Ezekiel had 3.5 yards a carry. It's first down and 2 from the 2-yard line. He averaging about 3 yards every time you give him the ball. Good Lord. Sound like a touchdown to me. That's ridiculous, y'all. I don't even see the comments. I'm coming right now. That's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Do y'all see that? The second greatest offensive coordinator in the game averages for 18 weeks, once you do the dividing, Ezekiel gets the ball inside the 20, 2 times. All right, let's just stay with this before I go to the game part, okay? Let me up the ante a little bit more. All right, watch this. Let's go now inside. Let's just go. Let's go inside the 10-yard line. Let's just go inside the 10-yard line. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What the world is this? How I get out of it? I don't know how. I don't know what I just did. Hold on a second. I'm gonna boom it back out in just a second. All right, here we go. Let me zoom this thing back out for you. Let me zoom it back out for you. All right, this is inside the 10-yard line. Now you got 37 carries for the year. Okay, look, you got 18. You got 18 games now inside the 10-yard line. Now y'all know the Cowboys got inside the red zone a whole lot last year. Look how many carries Ezekiel got, y'all, for the entire year. Do y'all see that? Let me give it to you again. This is inside the 10-yard line. This is inside the 10-yard line. If you're on Podbean, I'm sorry that you can't see what we're seeing. Look at Ezekiel Elliott carries inside the 10-yard line for the whole year. He only got 17 carries inside the 10-yard line for the whole year. You know, if that's 18 weeks and you only got 17 carries, you know that's averaging less than 1 carry a game, right? Inside the 20, inside the 10, I'm sorry. I need to hear y'all say one more time, that is ridiculous. Come on, type it in. Y'all know. This is why I can't get with this second cause you gotta have some smarts. Do y'all see this? Do you see this? This is inside the 10-yard line with a $90 million running back and a pretty good offensive line. And you're going to sit here and tell me that Ezekiel Elliott got the ball for the whole year, 17, 18 weeks, whichever one you want to call it, inside the 10-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott got the ball a whopping 17 times. I ain't gonna even mess with Pollard because I ain't even go there route. I'm just gonna stick with Ezekiel Elliott. Do y'all see this? See, the stats don't lie, but the stats deserve a little bit more digging, you see. Oh, okay. Let me go here. Let me cause see y'all don't like what I'm doing. Okay. I told y'all I tried to come as a a pretty good guy, come with a blank sheet of paper. And I really wanted to do that. So that's inside the 10-yard line. All right. I don't even want to do this to y'all, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Inside the 5-yard line. Inside the 5-yard line. inside, which means it could be the 1, 2, 3, or 4-yard line. Inside. How many weeks we play? 18, right? Look at Ezekiel Elliott, y'all. Don't even worry about the receiving. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. Look how many times he got the ball inside the 5-yard line. 18 weeks. Y'all know the Cowboys stayed in the red zone. Now you know that. Inside the 5-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott, the $90 million running back, got the ball a whopping 14 times inside the 5-yard line. I know this messes some of y'all up. I know it is, because it messed me up. I know it. I know. Can I hear y'all say one more time? Can y'all say ridiculous? See, we're exposing Kellen Moore for what's really going on here. See, look at that. Look at that. I need to hear y'all say it's ridiculous. Cause I know it's messing y'all up. I know it is. It messed me up. It messed me up. All right. Okay. So it kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you, Herman. This is somebody tag Kellen Moore in this. Maybe y'all got his Twitter or something. Put him in here because I need an explanation. I'm sorry. I need some. Look, there's nowhere in the world. See, if I would have had Derrick Henry, see, I'm almost scared to pull up Derrick Henry. Cause see, even though Henry was hurt last year, I go back to the previous year. I guarantee you, it's like night and day. I guarantee you. This tells me that Kellen Moore don't even like running the football, as I've always said. Which leads to this year. Like, huh? Y'all all of a sudden really believe Kellen Moore just gonna run the football a whole lot? Really? Look what he doing when it was obvious stuff. Inside the 5-yard line. There it is right there. For the whole year, Ezekiel Elliott only got the ball inside the 5-yard line 14 times. I don't get it. Let's up the ante, y'all. Let's go to this right quick. Let's go. And then I'll let y'all go. Because I just want to show y'all. I just want to show y'all what I'm having a problem with. All right. This is what I'm gonna have a problem with. Let's go individual week. This is what I need y'all to do. All right, week 1. Who we played Tampa. We already know that he didn't get anything week 1. Let's go. Inside the red zone. Inside the red zone. Let me get it right here. Individual week. Let's go week 1. Week 1. Inside the red zone. Ezekiel had only got one carry inside the 20 against Tampa last year, right? One. That was Tampa. I ain't got to say nothing. You see Tony Pollard didn't get nothing. No carries. One carry in week 1 against Tampa. That's ridiculous. This is Kellen Moore, though. All right. All right, y'all see that. I need y'all to say ridiculous again. All right. Week 2, I believe that was the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken. Inside the 20, a little bit better. All right, a little bit better. We'll give Ezekiel, we'll give Kellen Moore a little credit. You know, it was a tight game. It wasn't like I don't know how far we was down in there too many times. I don't know how many red zone attempts. I had to really look that. I'm quite sure it's right here. But Ezekiel got the ball 3 times for 11 yards and scored 1 touchdown against the Chargers. Okay, I'll give a little credit for that. All right. I'll give a little credit for that. That's not ridiculous. Okay? That's not ridiculous. I give credit for that. I need y'all to help me here. Who was week 3? Type that in real quick before I go to that. I need somebody to type it in. Look at the schedule for me if you can. For those that are there. Look at week 3 for me. I want to know what kind of team we had. And that'll kind of remind me of the game that went on. Who was week 3 last year? Come on, y'all. Come on, help me. I'm just trying to prove a point about your boy Kellen Moore. That's all. What happened to my stuff? Somebody took my cowboy stuff off here. Week 3. Y'all ain't put it in. Y'all not helping me. I guess y'all saying it's your show. You ought to have all that ready. Well, hey, you know, I ain't got it together right now. So it is what it is. Don't worry about it. I'm finna peep it out myself because y'all not helping me. Dallas Cowboys schedule was it 2021? Cowboys. Let's y'all hang with me. Schedule. Just give me a second. Here you go. Give me a second. Okay. Y'all not helping me here. Okay. All right. Philly game. Thank you, Mike. Philly game. Let's look to it. I should have known that because I was there at that game. Let's see what we did. We know we blew out the Eagles. Okay. That's better. Look at that. Okay. Against Philly, we won the game 41-21. Now keep in mind from week 2 to week 6, that's when we ran the ball like crazy. Okay. Zeke Elliott had 6 carries, 24 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's big. All right. We won 41-21. I got the schedule right here now. Appreciate y'all. Next game was against Carolina. If you remember, we ripped them apart too. We won that game against Carolina 36-28. Let's see what we did in the red zone. Well, just look at the distribution. Y'all see this? This one we were really running the ball. Okay. No touchdowns for either, or Ezekiel had 1 touchdown. But look at the carries. 3 for him, 3 for Pollard. That's good stuff. I ain't knocking him. See, Kellen doing okay these last few weeks. Let's go to week 5. Okay. Let's go to week 5. Y'all see that? Okay, not bad. Week 5, we played the Giants, and we beat the Giants 44-20. Let's see what they did in the red zone. Look at this. See, the blueprint is here. See? You see what Kellen Moore is doing? This is when we were just lighting folks up, averaging 35 points a game. Look at this. 6 carries, 5 yards of popping inside the 20. Tony Pollard, 3 carries, 9. This is good stuff. Okay. I'm not knocking him. Kellen doing right. Dak was getting his 300 yards. Zeke was, they were running the ball like crazy. Okay, you see that. Okay, the next game was New England, the game we won in overtime. We beat New England 35-29. Let's see what happened here. Not very productive, but you can tell the little commitment. Ran the ball 6 times between Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott. At least the commitment was there to run the ball. Okay. All right. So you seeing a little consistency here. We had the bye week after that. Then we went to Minnesota. That would be week 8. Let's see, because you know the decline is coming. Look at that. Look at that. We won the game 2016. We were in the red zone, obviously, because you see that Zeke Elliott in the receiving department had a couple catches, or 2 targets at least. All right. No carries inside the 20-yard line. None. Can you say decline on the way? That's week 8. Week 9, we lost to Denver. And you remember Denver jumped on us, beat our brains out. And for the second straight week, Zeke Elliott inside the 20, nothing. 2 straight weeks, nothing. Next week, we played Atlanta and destroyed them 43-3. All right, let's see if something happened here. See, with no 2 games in a row, no carries. Oh, we got back to it. All right, we got back to it. Not you had 2 touchdowns inside the red zone, inside the 20, 6 carries inside the 20, 2 for Pollard. Of course, now this goes to the narrative that the Cowboys are beating teams, that ain't good and all that kind of stuff, which is fine. Regardless, you can tell that at least the commitment was there to give them the football. All right. Week 11. We lost to Kansas City 19-9. 2 carries inside the 20 between Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott. 2 carries. You see that? 2 carries. This is the great offensive coordinator. Played the Raiders on Thanksgiving. We lost to them 36-33. Let's see what happened. 2 carries. Sound like we getting pass happy again. 2 carries. Zeke did score 1-yard touchdown, but 2 carries inside the 20-yard line. 2 for the whole game. 2. 2. Next game, New Orleans. That's the game that Dan Quinn coached for us. And inside the red zone, Tony Pollard. We won that game against New Orleans 27-17. No carries. They was in the red zone, as you can see. There was some passing going on there, but no carries inside the 20-yard line. None. None. We won the game, but what happened to the run? What happened to the run? Next game, we beat Washington 27-20. 3 carries. 3 carries. But between the both of them, they got 4 targets in passing. But 3 carries inside the 20-yard line the whole game. 3. Y'all bear with me. I'm almost through. Week 15. That was against the Giants. We won 21-6. Zeke Elliott, okay, decent. 4 carries inside the 20 and a touchdown. So next game, I'll give them credit for that one. Next game against Washington again. We won 56-14. 4 carries inside the 20-yard line. 4. And I know they were hype about Dak. You trying to make Dak the MVP. 4 carries inside the 20-yard line for the whole game in a 56-14 win. 4 carries inside the 20-yard line. That's not good. That's not good. Week 17, we lost 25-22 against Arizona. Let's see what we did. It wasn't even nothing there. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. Look, nothing. It don't even give you stats. We ain't done anything. Week 18, we beat Philly 51-26 in Philadelphia. And the reason why we're not doing nothing because if I remember right, they set out. So basically, what you have seen is bottom line. And I'm sorry, I'm coming back to all your yeah. Hey, Wendy, I see you. So exactly. So what you're seeing is even with Ezekiel Elliott getting hurt, that still does not give you the excuse for not running the football. You had Pollard, you had Corey Clement. We just didn't run the football at all. And this is the way that it's been for Kellen Moore the entire tenure, if you want me to say that, of him being the offensive coordinator. He does not run the football, y'all. He does not. He does not. You just seen it week by week. Inside the 20. I ain't want to go inside the 5 and all that kind of stuff. I didn't even need to do that. But I bet you if I pull up Dak Prescott stats, oh, you're gonna see something then. Oh my God. You're gonna see so many attempts passing. Because you ain't gotten really no attempts running the ball. So you already know what it's gonna be like passing now. You already know that. I don't understand it, y'all. I just don't. I don't. And so when Pro Football Focus says that he is the second best offensive coordinator in the entire NFL, I'm trying to figure out what world are they from. I don't see it because running the football is needed inside the 20-yard line. This man does not. What was it? 37 attempts the entire year for Ezekiel Elliott out of 18 games. That's averaging only 2 point something carries a game inside the 20-yard line. It's almost like he's allergic to running the football when he get inside the red zone. In the words of Johnny Cochran, since I showed you the evidence, I rest my case. I don't know what else I can show you. I don't know what else I can show you. I seriously don't know. And so when I hear Jerry Jones saying what he said, and then I look at Kellen Moore and know that this is what he does, I'm trying to figure out like what are we really hoping for? I mean, what is the real difference? And somebody gonna say, well, Mike McCarthy is gonna get it more involved. Ladies and gentlemen, have you forgotten what Mike McCarthy said last year? Mike McCarthy said this: whoever installs the plays during the week, that is the person that will be calling the football game. Mike McCarthy ain't about to call no game. He should, but he's not. Kellen Moore is going to be calling the games. This is not Mike McCarthy's playbook. This is Kellen Moore's playbook. So I mean, what McCarthy gonna do? What? Being the offensive beatings. I mean, he was already in that. I mean, what? He's not taking over play calling duties. So I mean, what is really the difference? If he go by what he say, that whoever installs the plays during practice and during the week, that's the one that calls the games. Well, that's Kellen Moore. That means you're not calling the game. What's the difference? Amari Cooper is gone. Okay. So that's a double team. I see it when I see it, but until I see it, I don't know if they doubling CD Lamb. I don't know. Every play like they did Amari Cooper. I don't know that. I hope they go single coverage on CD because CD gonna win a lot of those battles then. But I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how they're gonna line up against us. Gallup is not playing. I don't know what James Washington gonna do. I don't know what the rookie Tolbert is gonna do. I don't know. I don't know if he's as good as Cedric Wilson was. I don't know that. I don't know it. I know Kellen Moore don't like running the football though. I know that. I know he don't like running the football. I know that. That's what the track record shows. I just showed you what it's like when he get inside the 20. Again, I say he is the worst red zone play caller in the entire NFL. And while folks say he the best, he is not the best if you don't incorporate your. And I thought Ezekiel was one of our playmakers. That's what I thought. That's what I heard. I mean, that's why you pay him the big money because he's supposed to be one of your big time players. He ain't getting the ball. Yeah, y'all help me. All right, I'm done. I've done my evidence. Call in line is open. Call in line is open. Maybe you see it like I do. I'm gonna let y'all handle the rest of the show. Call in line is open. 901-654 6853. 901-654 6853. Go ahead and call in if you want. It's open for you now. I done all my talking. I rest my case. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how he could be rated so high when it's so obvious that he is lacking tremendously in one area of the football field. Exactly, Joe. They did the same thing. Exactly. They diminished him. And they didn't want to say he lacking production. Yeah, he lacking production if he ain't getting the football. I know Ezekiel is not getting it. I just showed you that. But they'll be saying that next year, like, look, his production don't match his paycheck. Yeah, how can you produce when you don't get the football? And I understand he was hurt, but he wasn't getting the ball when he wasn't hurt. Huh? He wasn't. I don't get it. Call in line is open 901-654-6853. It's rolling right now on the ticker down there for you. 901-654-6853. If you're on Podbean, you can just call in right where you are. It's right there for you. Waiting on one of y'all. If not, I'm finna go and shut it down, and I see you guys Monday. I guess there ain't nothing to talk about when you done, when you done hit you with the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I guess it really ain't nothing to say. I guess it really ain't nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing to question. It ain't nothing to have debates about. It's nothing to, I wouldn't look if I were y'all, I wouldn't call in either because right now some of y'all just looking at me like, man, that's ridiculous. Some of y'all still stuck and saying like, what? He only got the ball 37 times in the whole year in 18 weeks. Yeah, that's what the stats say, y'all. You know, if the stats don't lie and say Kellen Moore, I got one. Who is this?
Call from
Mike,
to accept.
my man, Mr. Michael Evans. Welcome to the Big Time Show podcast where you got the dance flow. Let's go, brother.
How you doing, Mr. Douglas?
Man, I'm good. Talk to me.
Well, I want to go back to what you were talking about earlier in the show about the Cowboys' philosophy about building a football team. How it's drastically changed from when Jerry bought the team to where they are now. Now everybody knows that when Jerry bought the team back in 1989, there wasn't a deal, there wasn't a player that Jerry wouldn't do, or there was a player he wouldn't sign. So let's just refer to Jerry as Wildcat Jerry. Because we all know Jerry Jones came from the oil and gas industry. He was out there prospecting and trying to strike a rich, which he did. That's how he bought the team. So remember, back in the day, Wildcat Jerry was the guy that traded for Charles Haley.
Uh-huh.
Wildcat Jerry was also the guy who signed Deion Sanders. This is the guy that went and signed T.O. Wildcat Jerry was the same guy that went out and signed Greg Hardy. He went out and he gave big money to Brandon Carr. Everybody remember Miles Austin? Miles Austin had one huge year, and Wildcat Jerry went and gave him a whole ton of money. And it just goes on and on and on. Now, let me tell you when the change took place. Back in the Johnny Manziel trade. It's rumored that in the room, they said that's when Steven took over the team. Because everybody on the planet knew Jerry wanted to draft Johnny Manziel. All the 4-letter networks said it. The 3-letter networks said it. Everybody just knew it was inevitable that Johnny Manziel was going to be on this team. Well, what happened? It's rumored that Steven took the draft card away from Jerry and overrode Jerry, and that's how they drafted Zach Martin. Now, was it the best thing to do? Was that the right decision? Of course it was, because we see the result. But that is when the coup took place. See, people need to understand, Jerry's not calling the shots in Dallas anymore. Steven is. And Steven has this philosophy of we're going to draft our own, we're going to draft, we're going to develop our own, and we're going to sign our own players. He does not believe in free agency, and he does not believe in trades, because there are three phases to build a team. There are trades, there is the free agency, and there's the draft. Steven does not believe in trades or free agency. He wants to build this team through the draft. He wants to just take care of own, and that way it keeps the salary low. That way he doesn't go on having to pay all big money to all these players. But that is why they are the way they are right now. There's no excuse why they couldn't have signed any of these free agents that was out there. They had the money. That's just not the philosophy that Stevie wants to go by anymore. It just isn't. I'm going to use a baseball analogy. Look at the New York Yankees right now. They're on the verge of losing Aaron Judge. Now, back in the day of George Steinberg, this would have never gotten this far. Aaron Judge would have been signed 2 years ago.
No doubt.
But they're on the verge of losing Aaron Judge because they're now the fiscally responsible Yankees, and that's what the Cowboys are now.
I love it. Well, if Stephen Jones is the future, and based on what we've seen, we're in trouble. that's all I'm gonna say. And if this is the way he thinks that a team has to be built, we will forever be just only battling for an NFC East championship. That's it. You make you make the playoff, but if you're talking about winning it all, you are not going to win it all doing the way we're doing.
Yeah, I mean it's bad. I mean, they have never acted like this, but I believe that's when the change took place. In that Stephen Jones is the one calling the shots.
Yeah.
It's not Jerry anymore. So I think we need to stop saying it's Jerry. Yeah. I know he owns the team, but I think we need to stop saying it's Jerry. It's Steven's calling the shots right now.
It is. Yeah. We've been saying that for the last few years, and it got you to the playoff a couple times, but you can't get over the hump at all. You can't get over the first hump. Whether you playing at home or whether you playing on the road, you can't get past it. Just a different mentality. It's not a good out view or looking forward if this the way that it's going to be, because everyone will get better, and they are getting better. It's easy to catch up to your team. It's just like 1 year, for instance, as good as we were last year, Philadelphia caught up to that real quick, just in the draft and in the offseason free agency. They've caught up to us talent-wise. Now, we'll see with Jalen Hurts if he can turn it up a notch. But they've caught up in talent, no question about it. And we're gonna get exposed unless something crazy happens. That's the way I look at it. But Stephen Jones is a cancer to this team. He's not a benefit. He's only good, and like I said, even when it comes to draft, I can't even give him the credit. I got to give Will McClay the credit. Will McClay is the one that's finding players. Stephen Jones is not looking at tape and breaking stuff down and doing all those hours of tape studying these players. He's just getting the recommendations from the scouting department and Will McClay. And it makes him look good. It makes Jerry look good to draft these players like they really know who these people are. It's Will McClay that knows it. So, again, if you want to give him credit for knocking the salary cap down and keeping things, real smooth in the salary cap, he's one of the best at that. I give him that. But as far as building the football team, we're in trouble. We're in real trouble.
I totally agree with that. And Mike Fisher had a very interesting take on that very subject. He believes the Cowboys, they don't want to be bad. They don't want to be great. They want to be good. They want to be just good enough, win 9, 10, 11 games, win the division, get the playoffs, hopefully get past the first and second round. But they're not willing to make the big move anymore. I mean, that's like you said, the Rams. The Rams don't care. They don't care about their salary cap in 3 or 4 years because they know that they have a window, and you got to admit they're going for it. People say, "Well, how do the Rams keep doing? How do they keep doing it?" Well, they're kicking that can down the road, and they're hoping that the salary cap will go up high enough to help them offset all these salaries that they're signing all these players too. But eventually, it's going to catch up to them. But they don't seem to be worried about it. Stephen Jones, he wants the cap to be. He wants to have an even cap. Now, it's rumored that he's trying to save that money. So when Trayvon Diggs comes up, CeeDee Lamb comes up, and Michael Parsons comes up, he's going to want to use that $20 billion to help facilitate getting them signed. But I think
I believe it when I see that.
A snapshot of what the Cowboys are going to be with Stephen Jones running this football team.
Yeah, I believe it when I see that because when it was time for people to get paid, they let them go. So I hope they ain't that stupid to let some of them guys you just called off go. But look, we let people go. Byron Jones.
You're right.
Go ahead.
Bishop, you're right. They could sign Anthony Barber right now.
Right now.
But why aren't they? He's just sitting there.
Just sitting there.
Why won't they do it? They blew the Von Miller. Von Miller wanted to come to Dallas.
Yeah.
He said so. He told DeMarcus Ware he wanted to come to Dallas.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner, same thing. He wanted to come to Dallas. But they didn't want to do it. And then, like you said, they insult people and give them all these lowball offers.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't blame them for not going anywhere else.
Yeah.
I don't want to come here.
I don't get it. I appreciate you, Mike. Thanks for the call, brother. You sound just like me.
All right, Busy. You have a good day.
Happy Father's Day to you, man.
Yeah, you too.
All right, man. Well, Mike said it best. He's pointing to the fact that Stephen Jones is a real problem, and if you've been following this show, we have highlighted that, and it's just the truth. You can kind of see what's going to happen. He may have the Jones name, but he's not his daddy. He doesn't have the mentality of his daddy. His daddy wanted to win at all costs. That's why he got 3 rings out of 4 years. It was at all costs. It does help, of course, that Jimmy Johnson was here, but Jimmy wanted to win at all costs. It's just the way that it had to be. And I'm not saying Jerry don't want to win, but he's not doing the things that it takes that made him win. You got to go get a crazy nut like Charles Haley in here. You got to go get the best. That's why he went and got Dion. The checkbook was wide open. See what I'm saying? You got to go ahead and do it. And keep in mind, if y'all don't know the story with Dion signing, we talking 1994 head into the 95 season. Just to give you your snapshot. Now, the 49ers just took it away from us. They went and won the Super Bowl against the Chargers and beat them, and we had to get the power back. Jerry went and signed Dion as a free agent. And if you heard the story, now we're talking years and years ago, Stephen Jones, the story is, and it's true, that when Jerry Jones signed Dion to that long, extensive, well, not long, but that heavily monetized contract, Stephen Jones picked his daddy up by the collar and ran him against the wall. Now, Lord have mercy. I know it's Father's Day, but good God, what kind of house is that? Because, see, my father's still living, and if I tried to even forget put my hand on, if I did raise my hand to my daddy now, it's going to be a price paid, and I'm almost 50. What son going to pick up his dad and really say, you going to mess this team up? You going to slam him against the wall because you mad because he signed Deion Sanders. It looked like Jerry was right. He won the Super Bowl that year. But it's just the fact that, that shows the mentality. He's trying to save money then. So when it comes to back, which explains why we haven't signed nobody really. Not no gigantic one. That's because Stephen Jones don't believe in it. And he's been kind of over that salary part for a while now. For a pretty good while. And that's why we don't sign guys like that. See, the Jerry Jones I know, Bobby Wagner or Von Miller would have been here by now. Oh, no doubt about that. The Jerry Jones that I grew up on, Bobby Wagner or Von Miller would have been here. The Stephen Jones that I done grew up with, this looks like a Stephen Jones football team. A bunch of rookies and first-year players, second-year players, and hoping that one of them hit the jackpot with them. That's what it is. That's what it is. So it is what it is. Listen, call in line open. If not, we're gonna go and get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I appreciate you, and then to all you fathers, Happy Father's Day to you. Hope that you have a great Father's Day on tomorrow. Hug your children, without a doubt. I don't mean to spread any gloom, but hug them while you can. You don't know when's your last time. Um, it's really that simple. I can't put it no more. As you know, I just lost my mother about a month ago now. Hey, you just never know. You never know. So you hug while you can hug. While you can. Appreciate you, about BAL. Okay, Raider fan, so we accept that. But happy Father's Day to all of you guys. Hug your kids, man. Enjoy them, and pray to God that we all have another Father's Day this time next year, where we can just say the same thing. Happy Father's Day. You just never know. Shake somebody's, hug your children. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Yep. Yep. One day it's gonna happen. You just know. My father is 70. Oh, is my father 70 or 71? My father is 71. I'm grateful to God that he's still here. And I'm gonna give him a hug like I'm 1 years old again. That's right. Uh just never know. So hug your people. All right. Happy Father's Day. If you got children, let your children hug you. You know, my son is 7 years old. He climbing on me today like he's 6 months old again. So I don't know what's going on in his head, but look, I'll just be the trampoline. All right, I don't mind. Uh, love your children while you got them here. All right, all right. We'll holler at y'all. We'll see you on Monday. Listen, if you want to become a contributor of the podcast, if you like what I do, and you ought to like what I do after I showed y'all all this evidence. Well, there it is. Cash App, $ the Big Time Show. If you want to become a monthly subscriber, there it is, the Big Time Show 3.supercast.com. I ask that you follow me on my YouTube channel. For those that do not follow me on my YouTube channel, is there. Simply go to the Big Time Show. You can even type in the Big Time Show podcast if you want. You'll see multiple videos with my face on it right there. Just subscribe to it. It would be nice if you did that. That would help me out tremendously. All right. There, all the information is on the ticker as I talk for you. If you're on Podbean, if you want to contribute to the podcast, all you do is hit that red bag there, and you'll be able to do that. And if you want to become a contributor, also you hit that red bag reward and make a decision. You can become a monthly subscriber to the Big Time Show podcast, and it would be extremely nice. But if not, I appreciate your ear, and we're going to get on down. Let's get ready for Father's Day, gentlemen. It's our day tomorrow. No, we ain't getting no roses. No, we're not getting no chocolates. No, that's not us. No. We might just get a handshake, but that's good enough, We might get a real good tight hug, but that's good enough. We don't supposed to get it like Mother's Day. You might get a few pair of socks, put them on. Yeah. Put them on with joy. Most socks that you didn't have before, put them on. Be happy, be happy. You might get a steak tomorrow, season it up. You know what I'm saying? Just be happy. Yeah. Season it up. Be grateful. You might get a Father's Day card. May not be no money in it. It just might not be. It may not be no. It may not be no money in it. Just be glad you got the card. Okay, put it on your dresser and have it there with pride. Be happy. Okay, be happy. All right. You might get a $25 Home Depot card. Get that little $25, pull your money out with it, and go on get get what you want. You may not get, you know what I'm saying? This how it is for fathers, but it's all right. Take you $25, take your money out, add it with it. Okay. And then go and get what you want out of Home Depot. This is how it is for us. All right. This is what Father's Day is all about, y'all. All right. That's what it's all about. Huh? Exactly. Be happy. You may look, you might get you might want some clothes. Your kids might just get you a gift card to Firestone, get you a tire, on your car, Hey, be happy. Be happy. Be grateful. At least they thought of you. At least they thought of you. And let me throw this in on a serious note. If you have a problem with your father, you need to go and squash that and just stop it. All right. Most of us are grown, real grown. If you have a problem with your father, you don't want to be, if something was to happen and then they pass, you don't want to be the one to be saying, I wish I would have said this and all that. No, you don't have to wish it. Go on, say it now. Go on, stop it. Go on, stop that. Stop that. Get that stuff off of you. Go on, live. Go on, kill all type of, you know, all type of, discrepancies and stuff like that. Go on, kill that. Go on, make things right while you have the chance to make things right. It's while you have the chance, go ahead and make that stuff right while you have the chance. Because when the chance is not there again, you're going to wish you had it. And it'll be too late then. Yeah, see? Yeah, yeah. Make things right while you have the chance. That'll give you a clear conscience. It'll help you with your conscience. It would. It would. So if you're having a problem with your father, don't be that kid that purposely want to hurt your dad even more by simply not even calling. If it hurts you to call, text it. Just do something. If it hurts you to have the voice there, if you don't want to give him the satisfaction of your voice, be the good child and just text it. Do something, but don't do nothing. Doing nothing is not an option. You're going to wish one day that you had the chance to do it. All right, that's my preaching for that part. I got to preach on tomorrow, so that's my preaching for that, at least for that little 5 minutes. Do right. Do right. The Lord allows us one daddy in life. I know many of you had step dads and all that kind of stuff, but the Lord allowed that one man to bring you or to create you. He deserves to be honored just for that. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He deserves to be honored just for that. He does. And you owe him that part. If you just got a text say Happy Father's Day, do that. If you can't do the voice or it hurts you, or if it hurts you to talk to him, if it just hurts you to dial the number, you text back, and if he texts back, at least you did right. You may not be at that point where you're ready to take it, you want to answer the next text. You just want to say Happy Father's Day. That's the right thing to do. That's called a step. Just start taking a step. You can grow from that. You can get better just from that one step. No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Long as you're breathing, you have the chance to make things right. As long as you're breathing, you have the chance to make things right, which means it's never too late. Contrary to maybe what some of you believe, your father does love you. He just probably ain't said it. but he cares. And if the father don't care, then that's not a good daddy. I believe most people, most fathers, uh, love their children, even if they don't say it or there's not really a connection there at the time, and the connection could be for so many different reasons. Why we be here all night talking about that, but if you're grown, you have the right to call your daddy or text your daddy or email your daddy, whatever you got to do. Put a message in a bottle if you got to, whatever you got to do. Make sure you have some type of contact with your dad on tomorrow. That's for those that are having problems with their father. Make sure that you do that. Sometimes communication is all it takes. Both of y'all, both sides could be living off some made up conspiracy in their head and nobody want to make the first step. No, all because of maybe a misconstrued conspiracy in your head. And both parties are scared to make this step. Man, drop that. Don't make that connection. Don't make that contact. You don't get one dad in life. One. When he's gone, he's gone. See, I got to start talking like this because my father's 71, and he's nowhere to look like he about to die, but at the same time, my God, he is 71. So I cherish every day with my dad. No doubt about that. One of these days, either he or I going to be gone. That's what's going to happen. And you don't want to be in the position saying, I wish. Hey, J-Lo. I don't know who y'all look like. You came in on the right time on Podbean. Yeah. Go ahead and make that call. Don't waste. Text it. Do anything. You don't want to be that child at the end saying, I wish I would have. I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I wish. No, you ain't got to wish. Just do it. You ain't got to wish. Just go and do it. Make it up. Make things right. Make things right. Take away the tension. Some of us have that type of power. Take away the tension from the situation. A simple phone call, a small conversation just might do that for you. Go ahead and practice that. Do that. And for those that are having problems with your father, kill the problem now. Do it. Do it. All right. That's it. That's enough preaching. That is enough preaching. Exactly, man. Yeah. You say put aside stubbornness for understanding. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. Thank you for that. Even though you're a Raider fan, but thank you for that. All right, J-Lo. We got some on Podbean. I don't know if you were having problems, but J-Lo said she did it. Thanks, man. Okay. Well, that's my purpose then. Yeah. Appreciate you. That's my purpose then. It turned from a podcast show to somebody making contact with their father. There it is. That's good. I'm glad you did that. All right. I'm glad you did that. That is awesome. Appreciate you. Y'all come on, follow me on Podbean if you're not doing it. We'll be back with you on Monday at 7 p.m. All right. My voice is going out and I got to save it for tomorrow. So I'm out of here. Yeah. All right. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on Monday at 7 p.m. for the one and only, y'all. This is, the Big Time Show. All right. Put your hands together. Yeah. Yeah. 7 p.m. Monday. Come on back and hang with me. Appreciate you, y'all, bro. Appreciate you, y'all, bro. Look like you caught on quick. Put your hands on it. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your call too, y'all, bro. I apologize. I wasn't looking. I was too busy looking at my Facebook family. We'll get it better next time. See y'all Monday. The Big Time Show. We out.